Ben, last weekend's result against Cast, obviously a positive way to react to the week before. Are you looking forward to carrying that momentum into this weekend's game?
Yeah, and I think that's what we sort of went out with. The basis that we needed to sort of get things back on track, especially with home fixtures. Playing for Franklin's, we need to pride ourselves on turning this place into a fortress, and it took us 60 minutes to break them down, but I think once the floodgates opened, we showed what we were about, and we scored some decent tries, and we look forward to this game against Bath now.
Bath aside, they're coming into this on a difficult run for themselves. Do you always have to look at a team like that as just one game away from bouncing back?
Yeah, definitely with the individuals they have in their team. They've got the likes of Donald, who's their new signing, the new World Cup hero from New Zealand, and the likes of Banahan and players like that who are able to turn a game on its head straight away. And we know they're going to be fragile from the weekend, and they'll be looking to put in a massive performance to right that fixture. So for us, we need to sort of do our homework and just knuckle down, not take anything for granted, and make sure that when we turn up here on Christmas Eve that we're firing on all cylinders.
The two games last year, obviously the game here was probably one of the performances of the season, but then on the flip side at the Rec, it was one of the worst performances of the season. Can you read much into those games?
Not really, not too much. I think it all depends on what kind of team turns out, and for us, we need to focus on Northampton Saints. We've seen that in the past couple of weeks that if we don't play our style of rugby and get into the swing of things, then teams are going to test us and hurt us in areas. So for us, we've been focusing this week on defence. I think we focused all last week on it as well in the Cast game. Conceding that many points is very un-Saintsman-like. So that's going to be our key, I think, and I think that'll be key again every weekend with our big ball carriers and strong runners. We'll need to be working hard in defence and making sure that we're chopping these guys down low and stopping the offloads. For the likes of myself and Jamie Elliott and Vass and players like that, we need to make sure that we're getting our hands on the ball as much as we can out wide and really taking them on and challenging them in the wide channels.
Just a final word, you mentioned turning Franklin's Gardens into a fortress again. It's going to be a sellout, biggest crowd of the season. You said before that you enjoy playing here a lot. Is there a sense among the players that you owe the fans when they turn out week in?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I think I think in previous seasons as well, we hadn't lost in Franklin's Gardens till Sarri's turned up there for the last game of the season, and obviously losing games here early on in the season is not what this club's about. We need to make sure that we're righting those wrongs, and like you mentioned, we need to turn this place into a fortress. And for me, I love playing here. The ground's fantastic, and like you say, it's packed out virtually every week, and be our biggest turnout on the weekend. So it'd be nice to sort of repay all the fans for their continued support throughout every season, and put in a massive performance and get things back on track in the Premiership.